Here with you? Yeah, better seat.
On behalf of your service management tenants and the Rail Canada, it's our pleasure to welcome you on board.
Welcome back to another video. It has been a hot minute since I've posted, so let's just get right into it. In this video, I am on a train, specifically with my father, and we're heading up to see my brother in northern Canada. With me, I'd be taking my Canon PowerShot V1 primarily to take video, but also to take photographs. Yes, this camera has a photo switch, and its pictures are half decent. I'd also be bringing the big guns, my Nikon Z8, one of my most favorite cameras of all time, and with it, my favorite lens, the 24-120 f4s. And I'd be taking photos from a moving train, and you're probably wondering, Jesse, this sounds really stupid. And yeah, it is. I don't know how I'm going to do it either, but let's find out.
Here's the tracks and freight trains that must occasionally give the right of way. This procedure is part of our regular operations. We will advise you of any.
Starting in Toronto, we would be on the train for the next 2.5 days. We would be traveling in a sleeper plus cabin, which includes 2 fold-down bunk beds, a sink with drinking water, and a private toilet. Not bad until the realization set in that I'd have to share a space with my father with ventilation no better than a sardine can. As my dad would say, time to buckle up. Our train was about 310 meters long, with a mix of economy cars and sleeper cars, with the prestige sleeper and parked cars in the back of the train. The cheapest way to get a bed on the train is a berth cabin, which is converted to a bunk bed with a privacy curtain in the evening. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner was served in the 3 dining cars. The food was good, and the scenery never stayed the same outside the large panoramic windows. It was definitely a highlight of the trip for me. A few hours outside of Toronto, I started experiencing a bad bout of motion sickness. Shout out to Steve, our car attendant, and I guess drug dealer, who radioed ahead to our next station to have someone hook me up with some gravel, which he assured me was for motion sickness, and boy did it hit.
I woke up today feeling like royalty. The sky is dripping gold and wrapping around me. Life can be so wonderful, warm and gentle light. Nothing's gonna bring me down, I'm feeling so divine. Life can be so wonderful, warm and gentle light. Nothing's gonna bring me down, I'm feeling so divine.
Feeling divine, I'm feeling the vibes. I feel like it's more than just a feeling, what we could define. Let's break through the ceiling, see what limits that we could defy. Cause I could do anything I want, it's for me to decide. Bring you up to speed, take the wheel, let you drive. It's alright on a dark road, let the fire in us be the light. Day and night, yeah, we only seem to free our mind at night. That's just life, that's just how we pay the price.
I woke up today feeling like royalty. The sky is dripping.
I was 1,700 kilometers into the trip and hadn't taken a single photo. I was starting to think photography on a train was just impossible. To add to the frustration, the windows in the dome car were, let's say, less than ideal. Yeah, the mood of this shot is as thick as the fog. It was actually just pure luck that the train was going slow enough for me to take it. It was almost impossible to remove all reflections from the glass because it was curved, even with a polarizer. But I think in this case, for this photo, with the thick fog and the nature of it, it kind of adds to the eeriness. Another lucky photo, I took this going about 110 kilometers per hour. With the slow readout of the Canon PowerShot V1 sensor, there is some rolling shutter, but it kind of adds this weird Wizard of Oz vibes with an uncanny valley feeling, and I love it. As the train traveled into Alberta, the landscape changed once again. Realities of trying to take photographs from a moving train were, for a lack of a better term, beginning to wear me thin. I can only think to describe it as fast action landscapes, and it's not a combo of photography genres I think is very enjoyable. I found myself content just to watch and record the ever-changing tapestry of scenery out my window. The next day we had a flight to catch even farther north into Canada. Repacking my bag for the afternoon flight, I realized I hadn't even taken the Nikon Z8 out of my camera bag. I think it was something about shooting such a camera only to have the photos be blurred by the crappy windows of the train. Didn't really make much sense to me. But I would finally get to use it soon enough. Beauty and devastation, a paradox I see in other landscapes like Iceland, for example. Even amongst all the devastation, new life sprung anew, a natural cycle of fire and rebirth that has been happening for thousands of years in this area, although recently accelerated immensely due to climate change. For the next several days, I'd be soaking up the sights and sounds of my brother's homestead in northern Canada. And a few berries too. Hey, bear. So in conclusion, is landscape photography from a moving train possible? Yes. Is it fun, exciting? Not really, not for me at least. All of my shots from the train were just quick snapshots where I had less than 2 seconds to bring up my camera, compose, if you want to call it that, and fire off a shot. And it was kind of just pure dumb luck that I got anything at all. But I have to say the photo of the grain silo is just, oh, it's so good. But even with that photo, the train had pulled over into a siding to let a cargo train go by because cargo trains have priority. And that was the only reason I was able to get that shot, because it gave me more than 2 seconds to compose. And you know, when you really think about it, did Ansel Adams shoot large format landscapes from the back of his donkey? I don't think so. So that pretty much wraps up this video. I'll probably see you in 2 years. Peace.